Alright, so this is Eldritch Song of Seraphim, and we're back with a Swiss draft, and I've got Pasta with me again.
And you're about to see us first pick that Vector Asp.
Alright,
Force.
so I cannot believe the first pack we open, when you pick for the draft, is an Elspeth. Pasta, I'm gonna... I don't know if I can even talk to you the rest of this draft. Alright, so clearly our first pick here is the Elspeth. But if we weren't going to pick that, Plague Stinger, good poison card, Rusted Relic, Golem Artisan, and a lot of good poison cards in here, so it might be kind of hard to get into poison, but because you have the Plague Stinger, the Fallen, Painsmith, but Elspeth is clearly the best choice here.
And honestly, but beyond Elspeth, it's not that exciting of a pack.
No, not really. Alright, so first Planeswalker. Not a bad start.
Ooh, and no white to follow it up with.
Yep, and no white. But let's see. We do have, looks like blue here. It's pretty open. Also, we have two pretty good replicas, a heavy Arbalist.
There's going to be a lot of Infect decks, I think.
Yeah, I mean, there is some pretty good Infect cards here. I think they already did pass the good Poison card. I think we're probably kind of cut off from Poison regardless.
Yep. Oh, yeah, absolutely.
So I think I personally would be like wanting to pick maybe one of the colorless cards, maybe.
Yeah, I'm thinking one of the replicas.
Yeah.
And I think the Silvox a little saucier.
Yeah, I think blue, not blue, but green will probably work better with white anyway, maybe. But anyway, I think they're about equal, the black and the green replicas. Alright, so Galvanic Blast, Trigon of Rage, 2 Horizon Spell Bombs, Perilous Mirror.
Good lord.
Or the cards here.
The cards are Perilous Mirror, Gal Blast, Trigon, or Spellbound.
Yes.
Jeez. I don't even know. We don't really have a plan yet.
No,
Blast?
I think the Blast is probably the pick. I would like the Trigon of Rage. Or any of these cards really would be awesome, but maybe we'll wheel a Spell Bomb.
Yeah, it's got to be Blast.
Yeah. Just need the removal. Alright. So, I guess we could try for, like a Metalcraft type deck with green. Or we could just keep going with red and pick up, like, a Spell Bomb. Or just go colorless and take a Strider Harness.
I think at this point, the Forger's actually looking the best. I mean, but based on our 3 picks, it looks like we're going to be green, white, splash red.
That's what I'm thinking. I haven't tried the green-white Metalcraft yet, so I'm willing to give that a shot. Alright, well, we got another one. I don't see anything else we really want. Is it maybe Molder Beast?
It's Molder Beast or Forger. At this point,
I think Molder Beast is probably easier to pick up. Wouldn't you say?
Yeah.
I'm not sure whether it's easier to pick up than Carapace Forger, though.
I think the Molder Beast, because anybody going for green, from what we've seen already, is going to be grabbing Infect. They're not interested in the Forger at all.
Yeah.
Molder Beast is just a big dude.
That's what I was thinking. So the Molder Beast works. Alright. So, again, not really anything. And we could just go like a big creature here, but I'm not too impressed. I mean, Trigon Infestation's interesting.
And we can pick up the Dinosaur later. Trigon.
Trigon of Infestation? Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, so... Geez, both of these cards work well with our deck. I think the Barrage Ogre is more powerful, though, overall. I'm probably not going to see him as often as the replica here. You have any thoughts?
The only thing to consider with that is his heavy red commitment. But he would be a late drop.
I guess something I'm thinking of is just him with Molder Beast is pretty insane. But I guess replica is safer. What do you think? Just
yeah, no ogre, because we might even be playing Elspeth as scary as that sounds. We've not seen white at all until I guess we see the Skyguard and the replica.
All right,
and
well,
that Skyguard's the pick, right?
I don't know if Skyguard is pretty good, but are we trying to? I mean, if you do want to go Metalcraft, then I have to start picking up more artifacts. So the replica might be the pick. And I think Skyguard will probably wheel. Well, at least we'll be able to pick one up later. And then again, so will the replica.
You're right. Replica's the pick with the Metalcraft, and that's what we're gonna go for.
All right, so Horizon Spellbomb is pretty good. I don't see anything else.
We could have had 2 Vector Asps by now, though.
And an Arbalist, which is pretty good, I think. I've been impressed with the Arbalist. Times I've used it. Alright, so I guess we could either go with a Wayfarer, which is good against poison, or we could go with the sideboard Wing Puncture. We don't even know if we're going to play white still, other than like a splash. I think the Wing Puncture is easier to pick.
Yep.
Alright, so I guess Blunt the Assault's okay against poison still.
Yeah. We're not playing any of these cards.
No. And look, a Wayfarer, so don't even have to choose.
We could have gone Melt Terrain. We could be melting terrain all day long. Get like 8 of those things.
Good. So this is I wonder what Planeswalker we're going to open up next.
Probably Mentor, so throw our plans off the most.
That is true. That would throw our plans off a bit. So we might actually just be playing like green, red, splash, white for Elspeth. Alright, I want planes. I need to build up my basic land collection. So,
where have all the white cards been? My goodness. I mean, Elspeth at this point might not get played.
I don't know. It's like Horizon Spellbomb. I don't really think it'd be that hard to splash. Like a few white sources for her. I mean, I don't see where there would be a situation where we wouldn't want to play Elspeth. Like, so somehow I think we're gonna have to figure out how to splash here, because like Planeswalkers like Koth can't really do splash because they're not as good without the mountains, but Elspeth just needs the 2 white to be awesome. We do have the Spellbomb.
Overall, that was a pretty unexciting first pack, other than the Elspeth pull.
Yeah, that is very, very true. So here, what would we like? Maybe a big flying red dragon?
Koth, I'd like a Koth.
Yeah, Koth would be pretty sweet. Well, you know what? Might as well go all in.
Brigade would be pretty cool, too.
What's that?
Nazuri's Brigade. If we're going to try to do some kind of green Metalcraft action.
Yeah, I would take that. That is true. Not sure what's taking us along for the next pack to show up. Alright, so Bellowing Tangleworm is a big beast. Web Spider, Galvanic Blast, Arrest, Chrome Steed. This is a much more exciting pack.
Yes, it is. Man. I'm looking at Chrome Steed or the Worm.
Yeah, the worm is pretty sick. I mean, I'd take both of these green cards. The blast is good, and so is the Chrome Steed. I don't know. I think if we're gonna try to go Metalcraft, we should just go with the Steed. That's safer. But we are passing some good removal and some good green creatures. Hopefully those will wheel though. At least one of them will wheel. But
I bet my guess is the spider wheels with Chrome Steed as the pick.
all right, well, I think we can go ahead and try that. I think it's fine just to pick the Chrome Steed here.
Yep.
Because green doesn't seem to be a very popular color outside of poison, so I'm not that worried about passing any green cards. So I think for the most part we did cut off green pretty well in the last pack. Wow, Worm Coil Engine. I don't like what was in that pack that they would take over Worm Coil Engine.
It had to have been a foil rare, I think. All the uncommons are there.
Alright, so yeah, I think the pick here is obviously the Worm Coil Engine. There's not really much competition here. The Barb Battle Gear, not even really a close second. Alright, so 2 mythics so far. We're on a roll. We did ask for a big beast.
Man, how could you pass the Worm Coil Engine? Good God.
Must have been a foil Planeswalker because I don't see what could have been in the pack that they'd pick over the Worm Coil. The fact that it's playable in every archetype, basically. Must have been something pretty amazing. Or they just like were AFK and randomly picked a common. Alright, so the pick here is Arc Trail. For certain.
What are these people drafting? Who's passing to us?
Maybe they're drafting. Hopefully, they're drafting a bad deck. They have to be because they're either drafting a really bad deck, so I don't know what they're doing, or they're drafting an amazing deck because I don't know what you'd take over Arc Trail.
And a Worm Coil.
Yeah. Alright, so this pack's a bit more exciting, so far.
Yeah, definitely.
See, this guy keeps on passing us awesome cards.
Yeah, crackheads passing to us it's a good thing.
We get to Planeswalker it up with the Worm Coil Engine. And her alt works pretty good with Worm Coil too, if we ever had to do that.
Yeah, it does.
Alright. So I'm seeing Gold Mirror, basically.
Yeah. It's that and inflated pinions, I think.
I think the Gold Mirror is so we can artifact and splash Elspeth easier.
Yep.
Alright, that looks pretty good. I don't know about... Have you ever played with Livesmith? I don't think it'd be very good, but just seems interesting to me.
He's okay. He's sighted out if you're playing against a poison deck.